Last
Last call.
Last call. Hello.
Can you guys hear me? Am I coming in loud and clear?
Hello there.
How's it going?
Good. Nice to see you. Happy today.
Yeah, today is what? Wednesday,
Wednesday, maybe.
20-something? 27, probably?
Yeah.
All
and
right.
we can tell by the lack of
27.
of our third co-host here. Today things are a little different.
Yeah, Sean's not here.
Sean's not here.
Sean went home.
Sean went home. They decided today that he's had enough.
He went and got tested.
Yep.
Found that was negative, and then he went straight home.
Yep.
And went literally from the second that he got his result back to the house. So that way he could,
do whatever it is he's doing. We'll have to ask him when he comes back, but he's going to be different. You're going to see Sean's going to be not with us today, and we'll probably see him tomorrow night for the show. Possibly. He talked about doing the mask thing, and but we're going to, my guess is he's going to be chiming in quite a bit tonight.
Well, he better. He said he would.
He has to, because we don't know what to say without Sean. we're gonna somehow have to teach you things.
Well, so we didn't want to come empty-handed.
Right.
Or we can never replace Sean.
Never.
But we're gonna try to bring on some guests today and have some fun. So
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we might have to kick the guests out. If they get too rowdy.
I'm a little thirsty.
All right. Well, let's start off with a beer real quick.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
today I have the same beer that we had yesterday. And
the beer's so nice, we had it
twice. Exactly. So, Foam Brewers, as you all know, out of Burlington, Vermont. Foam is like probably the Massachusetts version of Treehouse, like Trillium. These are the top brewery in Vermont. Lucky enough, fortunate enough to have gotten 2 kegs from them. Today we tapped our second keg. Actually, we did it last night. We did it for the show. But I'm reiterating.
We got the crowlers.
Because
right?
we got crowlers in that box over there. You want to grab me one?
So now rather than doing 64 ounces of beer, which really is a bit of an investment in your beer drinking time, and not everyone can finish a growler in one evening.
Growler is 64 ounces, and then if you don't finish it within one day, maybe it falls flat a little, maybe 2 days. After you open it, right?
These things are cool. They're 32 ounces, and they're aluminum, so we can actually transfer some of that.
And it fits in your cup holder in your car. That's a joke.
Oh, no. So people can get foam.
Yep. Foam to go
crowler.
In a crowler for $20. So it's a deal, and honestly, it sure as hell beats the draft in Vermont right now. Come down to Reunion and just order.
I actually like it better today than I did yesterday. I wonder if it had more time to settle or something.
Well, there's definitely a thing with drinking from the top of the keg,
right.
and then after a few pours go through. So we sold quite a few crowlers today. So we're probably a quarter of the way done with the keg. And Sean would elaborate now. This is where he would come in and elaborate more about why and how the science behind it. All I know is that
is he
it tastes
watching?
a little different. I saw his name there, so I know he's watching.
Chime in, Sean.
Oh, he said hi, guys. Hi, Sean. Road soda. So Sean, that was a joke. I should have never said it.
This is so good, though.
It's a double IPA.
Really, this is really. You can't get this in many other places, right? In Massachusetts.
I would venture to guess nowhere else and definitely nowhere else in Worcester County.
Right.
Maybe somewhere out in Boston, that area. But we are very lucky and very exclusive and very fortunate to have foam kegs here right now.
So super cool.
So super cool, super lucky.
And then look at this masterpiece in front of me here.
So we have mac and cheese, our
thing.
number one seller for entrees here at Reunion. People love to get it with the buffalo chicken.
Magazine. Who made this?
Chili.
Chili made this?
Yeah.
This really looks like something. I don't know if it's doing any justice on the screen there. This looks like something right out of, Bon Appetit magazine or something. Did I really just date myself by saying that?
You did a little bit. I was like, Bon Appetit, man.
This looks like something right off of that cool food vlog that I watch.
So what about, they have Tasty and Delish right now on Facebook. Those are cool.
Yeah. That's
food
what this
vlogs.
is. Yes, this one.
And you can get that with buffalo chicken, with pulled pork, with veggies, with bacon and lobster, which is, oh my God. Like
lobster mac and cheese sounds like New England. Could I get a fork?
Yeah. Well, I was going to see if you wanted to eat it with your hands or whatever, but...
You always make me eat with my hands. Thank you.
It's more primal. Sean is asking, did we go golfing today? Yes, we did. We ended up going to Blackstone today, played some golf, and enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, it was great.
Another fun Wednesday afternoon, just kind of getting out there and escaping from reunion for a little bit.
That's so good. That's our house-made cheese sauce.
Yes. It's a blend of like 4 different cheeses, I want to say.
I would say you're right. And even if you're not, you're really close.
4 different cheeses.
It's either 3 or 4.
Oh, my God.
And then the scallions that are finished at the end, but then they put some breadcrumbs on there and throw them under the broiler.
It's fantastic.
So it's that little crispy... Yeah, that's awesome. And the cavatelli, I love cavatelli pasta because, cavatelli is the curly ones here. I just think they hold sauce and cheese like nobody's business.
Well, we used to have it with what, shells? Mm-hmm. And the shells were good, but I felt like shells were too much. And a lot of you get like 4 or 5 shells with a crap ton of sauce hidden in them, and then a few that were plain.
Yep.
This gives the sauce an opportunity to mix thoroughly. So
absolutely.
I like this pasta way better.
And it's more fun to say. Cavatelli.
Absolutely.
Cavatelli.
So
if you were going to drink this, eat this, would you drink this to go with it? Is that what you would pick?
You know what? It's actually hitting pretty nice right now. I will say though, that is a lot of freaking pasta.
That's a lot of pasta.
And for me, just carb loaded with the beer.
Right.
That would be a lot of carbs.
Yeah, I bet a nice glass of like a light white wine.
Yes.
Would go really well with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Help with that would be perfect actually. This might be a little much, especially a double IPA. Might be a little much.
Absolutely. Still both really good though. Mm-hmm. So you had mentioned some guests.
Yes.
Going on?
So, do we have both mic'd up or?
Actually, no.
No, just one mic'd up. So we're gonna bring. So when Sean kind of dropped the bomb on us that he was gonna be, leaving us today, and we didn't know if it was today, tomorrow, and in the clutch comes a dear friend of Reunion, somebody who's been great to us here. Come on down. We're going to bring on Meredith. Meredith is one of our front of the house servers.
Thank you.
And she's a top fan on Facebook. So we figured who better than Meredith to come down and have a drink with us and come on as a guest and hang out.
Love to support my Reunion peeps, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, we noticed you always you'll share on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Spread the word, spread the gospel.
And we have Meredith in a mask because Meredith's coming from the outside. We haven't seen her in a wicked long time, so she's not in the pod, as they say. So we wanted to make sure that she's protected and we're protected. So, how you been? What have you been up to?
Just working from home.
What do you do for work? I thought you were, Reunion was everything, no?
Reunion is everything, but I do have a full-time job as well. Work for a utility company.
Cool.
It's tons of fun. So just working from home.
You can say it though. Reunion is way more fun to work at, right?
If you're watching this,
no comment.
I have so much more fun sitting at my desk.
So Meredith, you've watched the show, or you claim to have watched the show. Maybe it's somebody
you not
else.
See my comments?
Maybe it's somebody else on your Facebook page, but. We like to do the beer, we like to do the food. The next step is always the drink of choice.
Okay.
Today we were saying we didn't really know what to make for a drink, so we figured when Buddy was here as a guest, we asked him straight up, what does he like to drink?
Yeah.
So we're going to ask you, what is your favorite liquor? And I'm going to try to make a drink out of that. So.
Oh, God. You're making it?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't say what drink. You just got to pick the alcohol, the spirit, if you will.
I feel like it's summer. I feel like a nice rum punch would be good.
Rum punch.
Go.
We can make a rum punch. That's easy.
The question is, do you know how?
Well, if I don't, I know that I have some recipes here that I could follow. Oh, the rum punch is not on here.
All right. Well, what do you think is in it?
Just
we'll
just
make it up. We'll make it up
Yeah.
as we go
Right,
along.
you can-
So,
Do you want me to make it and you guys can drink it?
well,
There you
yeah.
go.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you want to be bartender?
Yeah.
I know this is your better side over here, so.
Yeah, I'll switch it up. Don't worry.
So the golf was nice today, right? There's a nice breeze. Nice
Golf was very much needed.
Yeah.
We played a lot better this time around. I felt like an actual golfer today.
You actually had some really good shots.
I hit a birdie on hole 11 at Blackstone,
which is unbelievable. And you got close at 18 too.
Yeah. Well, I took on one of your shots, guys. I drove like crap today, man. I could not hit the ball at all. Yeah. Or I could hit it, but I was hitting.
That's the way it is, though. It's a game of millimeters, Like
absolutely.
One little thing and forget it.
Well, that's the thing, you don't play for a week, and then you're busy on the first 5 holes trying to do what you did to get your swing back right. And then you have maybe 5 good holes, and then the rest are you trying to fix your technique. It's tough.
I feel like I've done out of all the times I've been in my life, I felt decent about playing the whole way through, like once or twice. I just don't ever pay any attention. I just kind of play. Just to play.
I mean,
and I've never kept.
So I've only really played with you guys.
Yeah.
Like I don't really play with anyone else.
Yeah.
Is that not how it's done? Do people take the sport too serious?
Yeah, it's really tough. Sometimes you play with people that are like very serious. Like very like get upset when they miss. They wouldn't like the fact that I was barefoot on the back nine. That would offend somebody.
Well, I mean, look. At the end of the day, for me, it's just a leisure activity. Obviously, right? I've only started just playing last year. This is just something we do to kill time. And really, for me, it's more about the camaraderie, just getting out there and hanging out with you guys. I think that's a lot of fun.
I think anytime you can find some way to reset, like if you have something you can do that kind of puts you back into your place, whether it's, going for a walk outside or playing a game of golf or, seeing the ocean or, people have these certain resets, that get them back to feeling like grounded in the world. And,
yes.
And for me, I think golf has become that over years, mainly because I'm usually with you guys, and it's like instead of talking work, we're just kind of
enjoying ourselves,
which is really rare.
Which is another reason why I wanted to bring on another guest. That's why I'm hoping the mic could work because, I mean, Paul's you got to come join us for this drink and kind of just maybe we tell this story real quick, and then just go from there.
Okay, let's see if we can get this thing to work.
While you guys are working on mics, I'm gonna go through some of these comments here. So, Sean says hi to Meredith.
Who?
Sean.
Hey, Sean.
And Paul says she's a lot better looking than Sean, that's for sure. Dave Rivers says, hey, guys. Nino says, does Meredith know popular 19th century gin recipes? If not, we demand Sean come back. He would know.
I have been studying the encyclopedia, so I'm not as well prepared as Sean, but, I can maybe hang with a couple.
Perfect.
So you're bringing Paul.
Yes. And
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Apkarian, architect extraordinaire.
So, real quick, Paul, welcome to the show. Thank you. For those of you who don't know at home, Paul Apkarian is our basically our best friend, partner in crime, literally our leader in terms of helping us with figuring out how to make this place look so damn good. I think if it was left to us, Reunion would have had a completely different feel.
It's so funny. Recently I was in a place up in where's the dam up there? The big dam that everybody
Hoover?
goes to. No, in Massachusetts.
Boylston something.
Yeah.
Up there.
Charlton.
West Boylston and Clinton. Wachusett.
I was at Clinton's.
Yeah.
In Clinton. And when I went in there, I thought to myself instantly, this is what Reunion would have looked like if it hadn't been for Paul.
Yeah.
Like, I like it. I think it's very classy. They do a really nice job.
And you
I think everything.
Singing their praises. You love that place.
I think that, what Paul brought to this place that amped up our level of
It's in, they can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
Yeah.
Can't hear me? Oh, jeez.
But Paul definitely amped it up, brought his own. I mean, so Paul's an architect.
Check.
Paul has been doing architecture for how long now?
28 years, 30 years.
28 years. He does homes out outside of Boston. He shows me some of the projects. He's probably going to be too modest about it, but essentially these huge luxurious homes out in Weston, Wellesley, Brookline, has a great taste for flair and knows what is hip, what is cool, what is fashionable, what's the most recent trends. And we were talking today just about, you think you know somebody, right? You think you know everything there is to know. We hang out all the time. We're telling all the same stories. And today I learned a story. You were on HGTV for a TV show called Tough as Nails. All right, so what is Tough as Nails, and what was that all about?
It was about a woman builder who was tough as nails. She thinks she's tough as nails. I don't know if she is or isn't. She show called Tough as Nails. And I think I was on 5 episodes, and I was the architect. And they filmed it. I think this was probably 6 or 7 years ago.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we've known each other how long? This is the first time I heard about it today. I was like, we got to save that for the show. I need to hear it. So did you have your own trailer where wardrobe, hair, and makeup?
I didn't get a name on the robot.
Nothing.
I got nothing. But
Oh, I would have demanded it. I would have been a diva. I would have walked right off set.
well, it's a little embarrassing to be honest with you.
Why embarrassing though? I think that's pretty cool.
I don't know. You ever see a lot of people on reality shows?
Yeah.
No.
What's funny is that I always say to myself, I'm like, this must do wonders for some of these contractors. You know how every one of those episodes has a contractor that they deal with.
Paul's famous, basically. Is what you're telling me.
Exactly.
Right. After all these years, I had no idea.
Wait. So we might as well ask the question.
Okay.
Was that the only other TV that you've done? I mean, they surprised us now. He's going to tell us he was on
Well, I was on Law & Order.
Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, I used to play the.
I think that was it.
That was it?
Yeah, no extras on movies or anything.
Huh.
I
How about you?
no. You've seen this mug? They want me. The camera doesn't love me. I only on when we did
You've got a great face for radio.
Exactly. A face only a mother could love, as my mom used to tell me. No, that's a joke.
Rum punch.
Rum punch,
Yeah, how
everyone.
we doing with that, Meredith? Oh,
I'm right behind you, Paul.
wonderful.
So, Meredith made us rum punches. Now, Meredith, you have to come down and explain exactly what you did, what you made, and how this goes. Paul, you can have mine.
Really?
Yeah.
There's 4 of them, though.
There's 4?
There's 4, except I can't get the shaker off the top of one, so there's 3.
Oh, bring the whole thing here. Josh is going to show you how that's done.
All right. Did.
Nobody's.
Let me see it.
The mics are not working right.
Yeah, I was telling you, the mics have been off all day today. And I'm not exactly sure why that is.
Yours is the only one that's working.
Yeah, now it's not.
2, 2, 2, check, 1, 2. But of course, it's the night that Sean goes home that we have Mike.
I was just going to say, so, and I'm sure it's no surprise to anybody at home, but Sean is the guru with the sound and the mics and all of that. So, they just tell me where to stand and hook it up, and I just go.
Okay, they told me to turn the master up. I think I did. So ask Sean if he thinks it's okay. Can you hear me, Sean?
Sean, how we doing now, bud?
Okay, well. We'll just all talk a little bit
We'll
louder.
have to talk
Sorry.
a little bit louder, that's all.
And we'll miss Sean.
Yes.
So, Sean, come back already. I can tell already this is a disaster.
So besides being on planning board and board of selectmen stuff like the town TV channel, never. Phantom Gourmet was the only time I was ever on TV, and I can't watch it, as Josh knows. I literally cringe every time it's on. I have to run out of the room. Cheers. So Meredith, what's in this great concoction here?
I did coconut rum,
Mm-hmm.
some triple sec,
Yep.
cranberry juice,
Yep.
and pineapple juice.
Perfect.
It's delicious.
Easy summer drink.
It is.
This is fantastic.
How'd you like it? I had to.
Ken says he was on TV. He said, I was on Chronicle and This Old House, but people like Paul are the backbone of the business.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go, Paul.
There you go.
Architect is where it's at. What about you? I bet you've done some fun things.
For television?
Oh yeah.
I have actually.
What have you done?
Well, my most favorite one of all of them is probably the McDonald's commercial that I did.
Yes.
You're in a McDonald's commercial?
I was many years ago.
How does that story go?
It was a random. I brought my ex-wife to an audition at in a place in Boston, and I was waiting in there. And apparently they were auditioning for a McDonald's commercial on one side, and then the other. Some other commercial on the other side. I was sitting there. They came out and said, "Are you here for the McDonald's commercial?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I am." They said, "Great, come on in." And I auditioned, and then like 2 hours later, they called me and said I got the part. And
That's awesome.
yeah,
That is
that
cool.
was fun.
And so was that like your first foray into that, or were you always trying to make a career out of that?
No, never really. I mean, I never really did anything. But then after that, I continued to do things like silly stuff, like Best Buy commercials, and
That's awesome.
I was in a couple TV shows, like as an extra. And
Were you ever David Trimmer's body double?
no, but I used to get. I was mistaken for him often when I was younger.
That's so
I
funny.
was bartending in Boston when that show was really popular, and when I'm shaven, there's definitely a David Schwimmer thing going on.
I was gonna say because right now, I mean, you could have named 100 people before Dave Trimmer. That's cool.
So every time, you look just like? I'm like, yeah, I know exactly. You're only the 10th person to tell me today.
What about you, Meredith? Any TV for you in your life?
God, no.
Just last call.
Though, so who knows?
Awesome.
So normally also too what we've done in the last couple days. Yesterday we played a game called Would You Rather. Sometimes we'll play Desert Island. Fantasy World. You've seen some of these games, Meredith. What's one of the games that you like to do, and we'll play it here today? Or Paul, even you. Top 5? Top 5's easy.
Top 5's easy. You've done the Desert Island and stuff a couple times.
Yeah.
Do that. And music, we've done albums. Yeah. I think top 5 is kind of.
Top five? Well, hold on, we get into that. Dave brought up a point. I can't believe I forgot to mention it. So my brother used to have a TV show on Grafton Cable Access. So Dave just said, I was on the El Nino show a lot. Those are the days. That's right. Dave was on there a lot. He was wicked helpful on it. Ninos is actually here too. You were ahead of your time, my friend.
I would like to see those. Sargon has told me about them several times.
It's just silly. I mean, just very, very silly.
Cable TV.
Yeah.
I think like Wayne's World or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was on, there was a show, I think Ken will know, Candlepins for Cash. I was in the audience.
Oh.
Bob Demir, yeah. You go and you bowl and try to win money. And yep, that was early on. I was a kid back then.
Candle pins for cash.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, the place on Hope Ave, Mill Street, closed down. Yeah, they just finally closed. So it was the last candle pin place in Worcester. We used to go there all the time as kids.
Yeah. Who's there now? Who's not?
There's another one in Northborough, right?
Yeah, there's one in North Bridge too, in Whitensville.
And isn't there one over? Oh, they probably don't do Candlepin. The one on Route 20 there.
Yeah, they don't do
Shrewsbury?
candle pin.
That's funny.
So top 5, I guess. We need a topic.
Well, I was thinking, everybody keeps saying I'm supporting restaurants by getting to-go food, getting carry-out. What's the top 5 COVID carry-out spots you've had?
Oh.
Spots, not types of food. Spots.
Well, either.
Okay.
Well,
I have my answer.
go ahead.
You want to talk about Top Fan? The only place that I've gotten takeout from during this whole thing is Reunion.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Let's
Nice.
go.
We'll take it.
See,
Okay,
this is why
next segment.
This is why Meredith's on the show right now.
Sean would never have said that.
No, Sean would have given us 4 Asian plays, a Middle Eastern plays, and talked about the flavor profiles. And so I've gone to. So I love my number one spot in Worcester, Foda Cow.
Right.
Liam and his family own that place. They're super great people. A good friend of mine, Bijan's a bartender there. And they just opened up for takeout last week. So I've gone like 3 times already. So I love that food. It's nice, like home. It feels like homemade. It's so good. They've been good. What else have we gotten food from? Really, Bushel and Pack here in town.
Yeah.
I mean, never mind all the town places, but like go to Bushel, Regatta Deli, Ciao Bella in
What
Worcester
did you
for
guys think of
sandwiches.
those sandwiches you had today?
Oh, that was like this little place out in Sutton.
Yeah.
On So,
It's right
good
there.
question.
You know, there's like the four-way intersection where the churches are right by the common.
Oh, the Sutton
And
the
you-
country store.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's like the gas station.
Yeah, so we were late, forgot we were gonna miss the tea time, so we're like trying to head over there, and I'm like, guys, if I don't eat something, I'm gonna be cranky all day. I gotta eat something before we get on that golf course. And Sean said, well, I think the country store's gonna have some sandwiches, or they have a good deli in there. I'm like, let's go. We pull right in, and we got like all these pre-made. They had like they could have made them fresh, but we got pre-made Italians and pre-made turkeys. Phenomenal.
It was good because
Perfect.
we didn't have time, so it worked out.
We're like,
perfectly.
we're gonna stop there every time we go.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
I live in Sutton, but I've never actually been there.
No,
Sean's
my
been
first
telling
time
me
ever.
for years how great the sandwiches are
Yeah.
there, and
Bread was great. It was great. Yeah.
perfect.
Joe, how are you, Joe? Sophie Briggs says, Sutton Country Store makes my favorite Italian sub ever.
That's what you
I think
guys
we
said.
had it today because it was phenomenal.
She knows then.
Sorry, Dave and Ninos are going back and forth with El Nino show memories. I'll tell you, those were the fun days. Those good times.
Maybe we should get El Nino in here for an
Yes.
interview at some point.
Yeah, bring on the lesser known, less good looking brother of mine. So top 5 places. So that was one. Faux de Cow, the sandwich shops. What about yourself? Oh, and last but not least, Arturo's out in Westboro.
Westboro,
Yeah.
I'll
that's
tell
on
you.
the list, yeah.
They made They have this great pasta with lobster and I don't know what it's called. It was so good. So those are some spots we've been to.
Awesome.
So in Westboro, Sashi. It's a kind of an Asian restaurant, but I just love it. They're great people there that own it.
What's the name of it?
Sashi. It's
I don't
right
know it.
next to Ted's Montana Grill. It's
Yeah,
the same-
it's in
I
the
do
same
know it.
plaza
I
over
know
there.
what you're
Yeah, it's
talking
in the
about.
same plaza. It's really good. That Arturo's definitely. And then my son and I would get food a lot, and I love switching it up with like Indian food.
Yes.
Right, or we'll do ramen or something another night, and that type of stuff is fun. I mean, you just get sick of eating the same thing. So
Yeah.
It's great when you can mix it up. Have someone else make it.
I mean, and obviously Reunion would be number one, right?
I love reunion. I ate here today, and it was unbelievable. The turkey sandwich.
You were raving about the turkey.
First time I had it was great.
So yeah, that's all I got.
All right then. That's fun.
This is always a good time. I mean, I could do this all day. I just don't know what else to.
Or if anybody else cares.
Well, that's
Right,
the thing.
that's what it-
you
yeah,
know.
that's what it comes down to.
Meredith, any final words or?
Final words?
Yeah, or if you have something you want to promote, something you're trying to say. Well, you could. I mean,
The stage is yours. So.
Oh, no one wants to listen to that.
Oh.
I don't know.
what do you like best about this show? We need We need to get pumped up a little bit before we hang up.
Probably my own guest appearance tonight.
Best thing
Honestly,
you ever did was having me on that show.
Exactly.
We had a lot of viewership, a lot of comments today.
13 views tonight.
We had. I'm telling you, we have a lot of people here today. All excited to see Paul. Oh man. All right, guys.
Well, everybody stay safe and healthy. Thanks so much for
Yes,
coming on
thank you,
chatting
guys.
with us.
Having us.
Sean, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
That's the plan. So
Come fix these microphones.
yes. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good evening.